Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shifted to the right, shifted to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. I got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Celebration News Thursday morning live. Right here, we got our new announcer. Rob Brainer is with us this morning from Denali Metal Buildings.
Denali Metal Buildings and Denali Custom Homes.
I knew I'd mispronounce it. You didn't train me well, Jerry. Jerry Williams down here on the end, folks. But Jerry's got every week. Jerry's got one job.
Yeah,
that's all we asked him to do.
We'll be right back after all these messages.
That's it. We got it.
Jake Jacobs asks for your support as he rides for the Roses on Brain Power in the amateur counter class at the 84th Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration.
Hi, it's your friend Abby at Jim Armstrong Subaru. Just wanted you to know KBB voted Subaru Best Overall and Most Trusted Brand once again. ACSI also named Subaru #1 in vehicle safety, and J.D. Power is also named Subaru #1 in brand loyalty. Last but not least, they're #1 in my book too. So come see me and your other friends at Jim Armstrong Subaru and see what being #1 is all about.
Allie Jo Jacobs is heading in the 84th Walking Horse Celebration, where she asked for your support in the Youth Country Pleasure Division seated on first night out. Allie Jo will then be showing her riding skills in the Youth 11 and Under Equitation Division aboard A.T. Grant. Allie Jo and friends ask for your support during this year's celebration.
Every year, thousands of people come together in Shelbyville, Tennessee to celebrate the greatest horse in the world by naming world champions and world grand champion Tennessee walking horses in multiple divisions. Join us this year for the 84th Annual Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration, featuring 198 classes starting August 24th and continuing through September 3rd, when the world grand champion Tennessee walking horse will be crowned. Contact the celebration today at 931-684-5915 and reserve your seats. Then come out and enjoy 5 days and 10 nights of the best Tennessee walking horses competing for top honors.
Watch for me and Pocahontas as she competes in both open and amateur championship classes with Tyler Bockham in open and Allison Armstrong and Allison Bicknell in the amateur division.
Remember the winner's circle. You got the gift shop, you got knives, English saddles and accessories, English and cutback, Western and Trooper saddles and accessories, complete line attack, bits, spurs, training aids, stable supplies, grooming medication, horse clothing, riding apparel, accessories, and footwear. While you're in town, go down to Winter Circle and tell them what a horse sent you.
Please stand and cheer for the team of I Am Uno and Jake Jacobs in the Amateur Park Performance Division of the 2022 Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. As a 5-star rated bank with locations in Bedford and Moore counties, First Community Bank has been the bank of choice for over 30 years for both families and businesses. Customers openly place their faith in the leadership of the bank that provides multiple services, each designed to provide solutions for the needs of every customer. Services like online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking are just a couple of examples. When asked what customers like best about First Community Bank, they answered the hometown hospitality and the support they show for community. Community-minded and customer-minded, the solution to all your needs is a short ride or simple phone call away. Take that first step toward a community-minded bank. Call 931-684-5800 or stop by one of their locations today. First Community Bank, a community leader. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, folks. You know, Jerry, we've got Rob over here, which is doing the new buildings and stuff. But we're going to show a video of them. Now, this is a training session for walking horses that people are using versatility. This would be a show. Let's show that video, CJ. This video right here, there's a lot of our walking horses that are currently doing this type of training. Rob, that'd be something that a lot of these people could use. A barn that y'all built, if you're building these metal barns.
Yeah.
They could build obstacle courses inside, because in the wintertime it's pretty rough, but there's a lot of competition now for this type of stuff, the trail riding, you name it, and the Tennessee Walking Horse can do it. But these guys right here, Justin and Jackson Todd, now they do a great job with these horses. Fantastic job. Now he's out there, he doesn't have a bridle on that horse, he's using the halter. That's a mare that he just went out and got on her back and let her go through it.
The most versatile horse in the world.
Yes, sir. And these guys right here, they do a fantastic. I got sci-fi down there now. I call it boot camp.
I see some videos of him, and he's doing really good.
Oh yeah. He is doing his job.
Good job with him.
We're gonna put all those little videos together and put it on here before the week's out. But these barns that you build, to me, that would be fantastic if they built them and put them obstacles in there.
You know, what we do is that if they can draw it on a piece of paper, we can take it to our architects and come up with a plan. We can, you know, anything from a garage to a 100-foot wide arena to a horse barn, whatever, barn dominiums, all American-made products. We're excited about it.
Well, I'm going to ask you something. I was told that you have some property down on the lake that'd be fit for one of these buildings, right?
No. We
can't put the building on it?
We can't put the building on the lake. Can we put
it close to the barn?
We have some homes. We have, you know, there's 3 different visions of the company. There's a custom home division, a roofing division, and this new metal barn business that we just opened to kind of coincide with everything. But we've got some wonderful lake homes down in Winchester, right on Tim's Ford, HOA community. You know, maybe somebody coming in don't want no maintenance, just wants to show up, enjoy themselves, and then leave. It'd be a perfect opportunity for somebody.
Well, now you can. I know there's farms close to that.
They are.
They can buy one of them farms and build them one of these buildings.
Yes, sir.
Run home. Hey,
yes, sir.
I knew I was right. I knew I'd figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, you got it.
There's always a door that you can go through and get it done.
You can have a house on the lake, go fishing, then build your barn and ride horses.
That's right.
Well, you know, a lot of these horses, they go through water too.
Yeah.
So I've never went fishing off a horse, but I know a lot of people hunt off a horse.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, there's a horseback shooting competition, I believe, coming to the celebration later in September, I think. If I'm not mistaken, there is.
Like 4 days after celebration.
Yeah.
I think they was Warren was saying that they rented over 600 stalls.
Big event.
Big event. One of the biggest events that they didn't have besides the celebration.
Well, I tell you what, that'd be a good place you can shoot off a sci-fi.
Yeah.
We've done that. First time they pulled the trigger, everybody left but the horse. Scared them to death. They wasn't expecting Jeremy to pull that trigger. Don't sit over and smile. I heard you was lickety split. You getting gone too. Brad said he left him, but the horse didn't. He just stood there.
That's good.
Now, what's the name of your business again, Rob?
Well, we started out as Brainerd Enterprise.
Right.
And from Brainerd Enterprise, we started Denali Custom Homes, Denali Roofing, and Denali Metal Buildings.
Well, we're going to give lessons on how to pronounce it because everybody I talked to said, is Jerry out there at Denali now? I said, yep, that's where he is.
Hey.
I got to tell him it's Denali.
However they want to pronounce it, as long as they write it right.
That's right.
Just spell it right on the check.
That's right.
And write the check.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty. Jerry, how do you think celebration's going to go?
I think it's starting off pretty well.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. It's
starting off
going
really
good. I was
well.
tickled with those winglands last night.
Yeah.
Now, they was full.
A class full of them.
But if you notice, T. Martin, just the name. You remember who T. Martin is?
Yes.
National Championship T. Martin. And he makes one heck of a horse, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets it done.
And pretty good crowd down there last night for the first.
There was a lot of people there.
was watching.
A lot going on. Vendors were there. Matter of fact, I think we got some vendor video. That we got barn video, we got a little bit of everything. CJ, right there's the vendors. That's down at the vendors up there in the Calsonic.
Yes.
I went up there last night and got me some of that chicken. But they got everything under the sun up there, and they just set up a embroidery up over the entrance.
Okay.
They set it up yesterday, so it's getting done. A lot going on at the celebration, folks. You come up there and run around. A lot of cell phone activity. That man right there is giving directions. He must be a trainer.
There's a lot of people coming in town this year for it.
There is a lot of people. Well, there is Allison Armstrong. That's me. I'm talking. We're talking about old Troubadour. I know what we're talking about.
But I tell you, it's a lot of horses that stand on the showgrounds this year. They have, and the newborns that they built out there, they're
doing
out
a good
nice.
job.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to say this celebration came together and doing great. They just the barns are filling up. Everybody's decorating. I mean, it's what more could you ask for? It just looks good all the way around.
There's no better feeling when you walk on that showground and you see all them bones decorated and all them people talking and the celebration getting ready to start. I mean,
There's a buzz about it, that's for sure.
Well, everybody's wondering how it's going to go because we don't have a stallion split. That's going to be Saturday night. And then Saturday from 4 till 6, there's going to be the Flat River Band's going to be playing out there in front of the VFW Club. They got the corporate sponsorship parties from 4 to 6 Saturday. So Saturday is going to be a busy day on the showgrounds.
Yeah, it'll be pretty busy.
But I know when I rode through yesterday taking this video here, there's still people coming in, bringing horses and unloading them, getting them ready.
There was people getting ready earlier than any time I've seen in a long time. I mean, a week and a half ago, people was stuff going on the grounds when you'd drive through.
Well, there's a lot of them doing construction work. I even seen the concrete people out there pouring concrete at some barns and finishing up. They're doing different ways of their tile. I seen them laying brick and laying tile in one. So it's just the atmosphere is a lot different this year than in past years. I mean, it just when you talk to people, it's just. You can feel the excitement.
Rob, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you miss it?
I miss parts of it, but I still get to enjoy it. You know,
good.
We live here right in the heart of it, and we will go to the shows, and we'll keep a few horses and young horses, and still go to the barn some. But yeah, I do. I miss it.
You got one of the prettiest farms it is in Chevyville.
Yeah. Well, I miss it. Yeah.
We knew you'd get around to it.
I knew you.
We just didn't know how long it was going to take. You can stray. What is it they say when you go in the Army? They say you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. That's true. You can move his trainers, but you can't take it out of him.
Well, it wasn't my calling. I got to do it, and I was blessed to do it. But the trainers today are just so unbelievable. The horse is unbelievable, and I can honestly step back and look at it and say that it was just way out of my league. But the trainers are unbelievable. The horses are great. It's a blessing just to get to go watch them.
Well, I tell you, I enjoy watching a lot of them, and some of them that you watch them and they'll make the slightest alteration on shoeing. I heard one trainer say, I want you to change that package, but I want it moved a 1/4 inch to the left. And I'm sitting there thinking, a 1/4 inch? What 1/4 inch? But then you watch what happens when he does that. Or they'll say, take that wedge out and put in a flat.
Yep, you're right about that.
And it makes all the difference in the world. And you'd be surprised, and I've seen it done. The other day, they went out there and started off with a 2, and they say, put a 3 on him, and he's good. I mean, or they'll start off with a 6, and they'll say, too much, put a 4 on him, and then he's good. So little bitty things in the eye. I mean, some of these trainers have a fantastic eye. Some of them, they will call somebody and say, hey, and I've seen them do it, say, hey, just tell me, this is my problem, what can I do? And another trainer say, well, I would try this. I had a guy come to me the other day and tell me that a problem he had with a horse that had an injury, and now he's trying to bring him back. And he said, who would you recommend? I gave him 2 trainers' names, and you were one of them. I won't tell who the other one is, but you know people that work and that can deal with situations, and a lot of these trainers can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they can look at the problem and they say, well, yes, we can help them, and that's what it's all about. I just wish everybody worked together.
But like Rob was a horse trainer, but now he still got a good eye. He got a good coat now. I mean, he can go and pick them out just by running them around the round pen out there and see what he likes and stuff.
Lucky. I'm a real lucky.
Well, now you got to. Hey, I asked Casey Wright's daughter one morning. I said, "How does your father get so many good 2-year-olds?" And she had a good answer. She said, "He's a good picker." So if you're a good picker, you're a good picker. You'll see these guys, they'll run around and buying coats. And I mean, that's it. Bobby Jones. I mean, there's one that he gets around and he looks, Jerry Stevens, Dr. Richards. I mean, they're out looking for the horse that's in their vision that they see can do stuff.
Well, these breeders are putting the product out there too.
Oh, yeah.
Big difference. I mean, you get a lot of good colts, but now these breeders are figuring out the program, and they're putting these top colts out there for the trainers, and owners to be able to purchase. So hats off to them.
Watch the way they do when they select their studs, and they match those studs with the mares. Now, I was looking at world champions and everything. Orange Deal for real. I love that horse. But he breeds to a lot of, and I don't mean nothing by this, but if he only bred to top mares, he'd be a whole lot better. He's got 45 world champions right now. So, I mean, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I think he ranked 17th, something like that. But Ritz, he's up above Ritz. So, I mean, that shows you the potential. But you got to look at the mares that you're breeding to. And I know that Deal breeds real well with Jose mares. He deals real good with Armed and Dangerous mares. Then you got Jose. He breeds with just about any mare out there. Honors is doing the same thing. So everybody's got their way of dealing with the mares.
Yeah. your nightshade mares make real good brood mares.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably one of the top of the line brood mares is out there almost now.
Well, I think there's a dark horse out there that's going to make a big splash, and Vixen is going to get bred to him as soon as she has this honors vote, and that's a Gin to Win.
Yeah.
That horse, Howard, was a good friend of mine. Harold was a good friend of mine, but he saw something in that stud that I believe is there. And I mean, you look at me, he's a world grand champion. He's a world grand champion in the amateur division. And David says he's a great breeder.
Yeah.
Says he's a real good breeder. So we're going to see. All right, we got video. This is welcoming you to the celebration. And that's Mark Fair out there, introducing everybody. That's that new stitching booth up on top. And there's our organist. And here he comes. You know, I think this is neat, but I love it in the Calsonic. But when it's the prettiest, and I mean the best, is in the big oval.
Yeah.
Ronnie Spears.
Spear Road.
That's it. But I
I
decided.
believe you live in Florida now, don't you?
Yep. But I tell you, when I decided to put a horse in training, I took him to Ronnie Spears, and when we first started to do the What a Horse program, I went out and talked to Ronnie, then I went and talked to Billy Gray. And then I listened to them, and they told me who they'd picked for an interview, and then we went to Herbert Derrickson's and interviewed Herbert. He was the first one to ever be interviewed on the What a Horse show. With Herbert Derrickson. That's right. Well, it's time to do your little deal again, because we got to go to commercial.
Messages.
Right. The Jake Jacobs family asks you to support the team of Jake Jacobs and Grayton Beach as they compete for top honors during the 84th celebration in the amateur 4-year-old division. A Gin to Win started his career under the guidance of Herbert Derrickson, winning his first outing as a 2-year-old in Manchester, Tennessee. After a great 2-year-old season, Gin would win his first outing as a 3-year-old. He was then purchased by Harold Roberts. Harold won a competitive amateur class with him, then turned the reins over to trainer Blaise Picard, who would win both the World Championship and World Grand Championship 3-year-old classes. This would be followed by Kendra Myers winning the amateur 4-year-old Grand Championship, and then Gin would go on to win World Championships in both amateur and open show pleasure divisions. With World and World Grand Championships in both open and amateur divisions, the decision was made to stand this talented black stallion in honor of the man who saw his greatness, Harold Roberts. A Gin to Win is now standing at Sugar Creek in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Make an appointment to breed your mare today, 931-680-0897.
Stand and cheer for Team Allison Armstrong and Twisted with Honors as they strive for the championship honors and the roses to prove it in the amateur division.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, I have a big passion for the Tennessee walking horse, but I also have another passion, and that's for communication systems and saving my customers money. And we've done automobile dealerships, shoe stores, law offices, dentist offices, even the Breeders Association. I have installed systems from California to New York to Florida. And now, for a limited time, I am giving 3 months free service to everybody that signs up for Host My Calls. And there will be no installation charge. Call me today, 931-581-4411, and see if I can save you money on your communications.
J&J Stables asks for your support by saying yes to Sir and Jeremy Jenson in the 2-year-old stallion division during the 84th Tennessee Walking Horse Celebration. Say yes to Sir.
The Tennessee Walking Horse is the perfect horse to bring a family together for fun-filled days and nights of competition. From the youngest and the smallest in the family to the oldest and the biggest, the Tennessee Walking Horse provides an avenue for the entire family to enjoy competing together. If you ride one today, you will own one tomorrow. Six-time world champion in amateur and open competitions, 4 times amateur world grand champion, and 2019 world grand champion. Standing at stud for Joanne Dow at Fantasy Farms in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. Call 931-389-6983 for breeding information. Welcome back. I guess we're going to go and watch some day one morning class video, which they're having some good morning classes. A lot of competition, a lot of good horses. I mean, the classes are pretty much filled. Equitation is doing good, so hey, what more can you ask for? Here's your day one. Right here is your owner amateur English Country Pleasure.
That's a pretty nice horse to get that class right here.
Down classes here.
Good horse.
Yeah, real good horse right there. Timed up real well. Rob, did you ever train in these?
You know, from my mother-in-law, we had one, Magic Illusions that Jeff Gibbons got after I sent it over to him, and he kept him for as long as she rode.
Okay.
They did pretty good with him. I think we was 3rd or 4th in the light shot stake one year with him. Then Jeff got him and did real well with him.
It takes a lot of patience, a lot of riding. These horses.
My wife won a pleasure class at Celebration.
Okay.
On my Montego Bay.
I tell you what, this one right here is won by a good one. GG's Majestic and Elsie Bradford took the blue in this class. Line item Beto, world grand champion, was reserved. But it was GG's Majestic and Elsie Bradford that won it.
I'm gonna tell you something about me. I don't care what division it is. If it's a good horse, I like to watch it.
Me too.
I do too.
Yep.
I like to watch a good horse. Different breeds. A good horse is a good horse.
I like that one right there.
But that's what you call a horse person.
Yeah.
You don't care what kind of breed it is. The horse doing his job and he's good at it. I like to watch it.
Well, when you look at the horses that was in there, that Granite Parole was in there. But here's your amateur all-day pleasure. There's another good class.
This is a division I'm glad they started, you know.
Joel Johnson won this one on I Be Smoking. Borrowed that from his children, Tanner and Joel, or Tanner and Tucker.
Yeah.
They let him show it. Miss Belle Starr and Dr. Brittany Baum was reserve pedal pushing jazz. Laura Hamilton, Envy, Cindy Long, Miss Wicked, Felina, Kathy Anderson, Something Jazzy, Caitlin Rippey, She's Divine, Lynn Marchetti, A Purple Rain, Kelly Query, Gigi's Elite Star, Robin Parsons, and Blue Gin Delight, Jenny Trainer took the final ribbon. But it was all
My old buddy Joe
Joe.
to the blue right there.
He's getting it done.
I don't know if y'all know Joe or not, but you
Joe-
want me to find
Oh,
the
yeah.
person that they are.
Hey, he's good.
Joe Johnson.
He's a chip off his mother's block, Susie's block.
He's a good one.
Yes, he is.
Miss Susie is too.
Yeah.
Can't leave out Keith.
No.
No, Keith loves the show too.
He's one of the tour guides out there at Buccaneers, so he loves it now. You can.
Joe and Adam both showed when they was younger. Adam don't show much anymore.
Adam's too busy auctioneering.
That's right. He's Mr. Auction Man.
You know, you never see him and he ain't smiling about something. You really don't. You see him, he's got a smile on his face about something.
Ain't nothing wrong with being happy.
Yeah.
No.
I tell you one thing about this celebration, all the judges will know their name before the end of the night, because everybody call it when they get
Yep.
there or get in front of it.
There's a whole lot of hollering. Hell out there.
I'm gonna tell you, that's a big responsibility to stand out there and mark them cards.
Yes, it is.
Because what you think they look like on the outside ain't nothing what they look like when you're standing in there.
Yeah.
I was videoing from Center Ring in Columbia one night, and Jack Green was shooting videos, and one of the judges said, "How we doing?" And Jack told him, said, "Y'all ain't doing worth a flip." And he said, "I suppose you can do better." Jack said, "Yeah." Said, "Let me and Jerry video or do it." And he said, "How you gonna do it?" Said, "We're gonna line them up when they come in and ask them how many pictures and how many videos they want, and hire them accordingly." There he is. I be smoking Joe and Joe Johnson for Tanner and Tucker Johnson. Keith borrows that horse every now and then too. So.
That horse been good for a long time too.
Oh yeah. I remember one of the first times he showed, and I seen him out there at the barn, and I told him, I said, that horse right there is going to win a lot, because they're just, everything about him is just right what you want in an all-day country pleasure horse. Right here, equitation. This young lady right here and the family jewels, they're like two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly, or however how you want to call it. They do a great job together.
Well, that just shows you how versatile the horse is. That was a prime show horse for many years, like big time.
Big time show horse. But they just converted right down. And hey, I'm gonna tell you another that we're gonna see later. That was a great show horse. Ain't he grand? Now he's in equitation now, but Family Jewels just went right into it and did a great job. Because that young lady right there does a fine job of showing that horse and presenting it. So and I was tickled yesterday. There was a young man that won.
Yeah.
Sure was. I said, now this is getting good when you got a guy that's winning, a little Burton boy.
Yeah.
Now he won. I believe we got some more video though of day one, and this goes into the evening classes. This is where it gets good. Right there's your National Fraternity Wingling coats. Can't ask for nothing no better than that. There's a ton of them out there.
I tell you, this is a tough class to judge right here.
Well, when the second place horse gets more first place votes than the first place horse,
Yeah.
now that's something to look at, but the second place horse had 3 first place votes. First place horse only had 1.
That's a tough class.
Cold Blue and Amanda Wright won the clash. Now this was a different clash that happened. Yeah, there was another clash that happened in.
I showed a lead coat one time when I was a kid, and I figured out right real quick I wasn't qualified for the job.
So, yeah, Cold Blue and Amanda Wright won this one.
You know, you got different trainers for different type divisions of this horse. You know, you take like Robert Nims and a lot of them. I mean, they pretty top. They pretty sharp with them
Robert
colors.
Nims was reserve in this class on Here Comes Charlie. Fire 'em up, Charlie, and Claire Hankins was 3rd. Which Way But Loose, Lynn Womack. The Mark Zone, Zorro, Keith Reed. I Am Luther James, Jerron Black Dotson. Broadway Miracle, Marty Warren.
Well, I mean, it's just like having putting manners on a child.
Yeah.
You know, they don't. These things supposed to be out playing in the field.
Yeah.
And they're paying attention and walking beside them. I mean, that just don't happen.
Yeah. It ain't like you had months and months to get them ready.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like in the wingling class right here.
Now there was another one that was class that they had that the second place horse had more first place votes, but that was Leanne Tibbs in a later class.
That was a real
There's
nice
your
coat
winner
right
in
there.
that class. Honor Amateur Trail Pleasure 2-year-olds. This is where your maiden won. I
Yeah,
believe.
that's why I think they had one.
The Imagine Dragons and Jordan Howell won this class. She's venomous. And Kelly Query, that lady started crying in the saddle. She was tore all to pieces. Fiend and Patty Pollock was 3rd. Downpour, Bonnie Carrier. Shady and Black, Rachel Declan. I can't pronounce that last name. Everything Good, Amanda Wright. Tesorno, Rachel Teague. Diva by Daddy, Amanda Mattis. She's kind of like Kate, Laura Patterson. And Jolly Be Judd, Kelly McGee finished out the ribbon. But Imagine Dragon and Jordan Howell took the blue in that class.
That was the same horse that won the maiden, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure was.
Hannah.
Pretty good crowd for a Wednesday night.
Yeah, it is.
They're going to have some I heard they're going to have some new vendors, food vendors, for people to try
Yep.
under the
Yeah.
inside the showgrounds. I know that there's one that is making these homemade. I think it's macaroni and cheese balls. Like
Yeah,
the deep
macaroni
fried.
and cheese balls. I heard that. Sure.
And I think they're doing it for the Arrowhead Ranch, which is a great program there in Shelbyville.
Oh yeah, yeah. They got a.
But the chef they're all handmade. I met the chef that'll be cooking, an outstanding guy, and doing it for a good cause too.
Yeah.
That's good. They hold weddings and everything out there.
Yeah,
Sure do.
we're getting ready to actually build a big venue out there for them, and I think we're going to start having some more retreats and different things. But it's a great thing they do with the kids.
Yep. Oh yeah, they work well with them young men.
They do.
Well, my nephew was married out there on the river. They got a
Okay.
place down on the river where
Probably the prettiest place in Bedford
Oh,
County.
it is beautiful out there. Me and Fletcher went fishing in the pond. Fletcher caught a fish, I didn't, but Fletcher did. I told Fletcher, I said, I'd been better off go down there at the river and try to catch catfish.
Have you ever been over there, Jerry?
No, I ain't never been.
Probably the
No,
prettiest
it's
farm
beautiful.
and
It is, it's
prettiest
beautiful.
farm in Bedford County.
Sure is, it's beautiful.
I knew a lot of the kids that was over
Yeah.
there in the area because my son was going to Cascade. Some of them used to go to
Yeah.
Cascade
Yeah.
and play football over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have a couple on the football team that I'm helping with, and just they do an outstanding job.
Yeah.
Well, I know we've had them over here several times on Just Living, especially when they have their fundraisers and stuff. That would be a good one to have a horse show for.
Yeah.
It really would.
It would.
You know, Tim Hatfield's son, he went pro fishing, and he is doing real well. Tim came down and checked all the horses at the horse show we had in Manchester for the fishing kids, and his son came down for a while for it. But now Tim's he is very proud of his boy because he is doing real well in them fishing tournaments. I need him to go with me sometimes because I cannot pay a fish to bite.
Well, you know, it's all about these kids. I mean, you got kids of your own, and they doing good in some whatever kind of sport it is. I mean, it make you proud, especially being a father.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's something for every kid.
yeah.
I know my son teaches archery, and he my oldest boy, and of course he's a school teacher, but he loves archery. My two grandkids, four grandkids, all four of them shoot archery, and two of them, my two granddaughters, have won state competition and national competition, and my grandsons have been in the high.
Yeah.
Did real well. So it's a super. Anything you put a youth in, especially these horses.
That's right.
Because these horses, I mean, that's what it's made for. I think, let me see where we're going now. We can't keep up with nothing in here. We're having too good a time. We're going to a commercial.
Well, we'll be
Am I
right
right?
back. After these messages here.
I think I'm right.
The Jake Jacobs family asks for your support for R.M. Kellett as he glides Mr. True Blue toward the championship honors in the 4-year-old canter division at the 84th Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration.
Why you each one, so get your catalog familiar, study yourself with the rules. Want everybody to know the rules of the games we're here today? So, 1750, so. Mark the young sheet. So, Jamali, there's your black stud coat by I Am, 3-time world grand champion of the world. I Am Jose is his daddy. There's opportunity.
27, where you at, Mark? 26, 27, 27, let's go. When you get down to it, done.
So,
You got 2600, 2600 here, and then 56 and a half. 5600. 5 here, 6. So 5,500. You bought it 5,500. And so 1,100. Mark Hall. Take it. Call 1,100. You bought it.
So. You bring one. Bring the next one. That's the real deal, guys, right here. Opportunity is knocking right here, Adam Johnson. Here's a horse to take it home. Right, that's it is. But so, you bought it.
He's back and ready to wear the roses, so Allison Armstrong asks you to stand and cheer as Tyler Balcom guides Old Troubadour towards another World Grand Championship.
Allie Jo Jacobs asks for your support when she enters the 84th celebration with her performance horses in the 11 and under division seeking top honors with Cole Haan. Allie Jo Jacobs will then be aboard her World Grand Champion I'm Coach Hal in a second 11 and under class. Allie Jo will be entering the 11 and under pony division aboard Da Haas, and once again ask for your support.
You know, my friends think I know everything there is to know about the walking horse industry, and I do know a lot, but not everything. I do know one thing, though. My father told me I could find out anything I needed to know about this industry by going to walkinghorsereport.com, and you know what? He was right. Everything from single night shows to multi-night shows, sibling and progeny searches, Ryder Cup standings, stallion reports. They even have a calendar of shows for the entire year and all the current news. It's all right there at the tip of my fingers when I go to walkinghorsereport.com. You know, they could do it themselves, but I don't think I'm going to tell them. Let's just keep them wondering how I know so much.
Watch El Hombre in Black as he carries Jake Jacobs in his quest to wear the roses in the 4-year-old amateur stallion class during the 84th Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration.
More of What a Horse coming up.
Welcome back. Rob, but we're doing good on this narrating. We're having a good time. We might want you to come back over here again.
That's right.
We do this some more because we're getting it done in a hurry. But we got a young man coming in here Saturday morning. I believe it's Saturday morning or Sunday morning. The medalist. Mm-hmm. Now he's a dude.
That's a good horse.
Yeah, that is a real good horse.
Well, that young man that rides him and his grandfather. His grandfather loves to go to horse shows. You know his grandfather. Mm-hmm. But, so I ain't mentioning his name on here. We don't want to give him no free. He sold his business, so we can't send him no business. Yeah, he sold that sawdust business. I think we got some more video. Out here, National Futurity. These was your Wingling fillies.
Yeah.
There was your winner right there. Now watch that baby move. Robert Nims took the blue in this class on Charlene Darling for Teal and Washburn. I tell you what, Lisa Teal, she is dead into this Wingland and lead line, buddy.
Oh yeah.
La Dynamite and Karen Harden was reserved for Dale Stasmet. Lady Omava. Now that's a name. Rachel Doris. Me and Mrs. Honors. Lynn Womack. Jose Sugar Mama. I like that name. Jesse Dotson. The third. Miss Sassy Pants. Jaron Dotson. He must be the first. Time for Jen again and Ronald Morton. Josephine's Time, Russ Keyser. Hallelujah Jose, Sarah Wilkerson Buckman. And LHB Jailbird, Dr. Stephen Powers. Russ Keever, right there he is.
Yeah.
He's getting around there too, ain't he?
Russ been around the horse business a long time.
Yes, he has.
Well, I tell you what, Robert, I interviewed Robert Nims, his daughter, and now she does a whole lot better interview than Robert did. I told her she did. But now Robert on these winglings and yearlings, he's one of the best.
Yeah,
You got
he
it.
is.
I mean, now Robert gets it done.
They sell some good colts.
Yeah.
That get started and do good too. He just
Well, now Lisa Teal sends a bunch to him. Now she does a good job of picking them out and saying, Robert, get it done, and Robert does a good job of doing it. And I want to thank Lisa for promoting these winglings, because that's a big deal now.
it is.
People don't realize how much these winglings and yearlings mean to this industry.
Yeah.
But when you sit there and watch them and watch the way they move, now that's really something. Here's Country Pleasure, amateur owned and trained, and I'm telling you, there's some good ones in this class. Several. Amanda Manis took the blue on Hey Charlene for Houghton Manis. Swayza, Allison Thorson Newman. Diamond at the Ritz, Kimberly Walden. Now, Kimberly is one of these that shares her horses consistently with the youth. Black Buck Naked, Jared Carrier. I like that name.
That's different.
Lagardo, Philip Gillum. Lady Legacy, Skylar Stone. Dr. Hawkeye Pierce. She must have watched a good movie, a good show. And you've got time. Stephanie Richardson finished out the ribbons. I like that Dr. Hawkeye Pierce. A good name. But that Hey Charlene, now that's a nice horse.
Yeah.
Really is. Real nice horse. That right there, Swayza.
Been a good one for a long time.
Tell me about it. That one has too. Diamond in the Ritz. Diamond at the Ritz. Kimberly does a great job of showing horses. Now her and Perry are good for the industry. Yes. That right there is Buck Naked.
I can figure it out. I figured that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what now, them buckskins, they bring in some money.
They do.
I went down to Roberts the other day, years ago. My good friend who's passed away now, Billy Nipper, called me and she said, Jerry, I've got a mare. She said, I want to give her to you. And I told her, I said, well, Billy, I really, I don't have a place I can keep him, but I got a good friend that loves to take in mares. And so I called Robert Morgan and we went and got the mare. Robert had bred that mare to a Camelo stud. Got the prettiest Palomino filly you ever saw. And just as friendly, you walk up to the fence and here she comes, buddy. She just comes right on up there. And there she is. That's the one you like, Rob. That's your winner. Hey, Charlene.
Good.
And Amanda Manis for Houghton Manis. Tell you what, that's a beautiful horse. country pleasure. Now, that, to me, you go out in the pasture, go on a trail ride, that right there, right down my alley, buddy. Just steady walking, shaking, getting it done. Smooth as silk.
That horse is doing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's, better watch it. That right there is, I can see roses on that horse right now. I really can. That's a good horse. Right here, T. Martin and Robert Nims for Teal and Washburn and Pittman. T. Martin, not only a fantastic football player, won a national championship, but won a world championship in your yearling coat. Now, he won last year, too. That's 2 years in a row for this horse.
By Lester H. Burns.
Hey, you can't beat something like that. That horse just has got great. I mean, just his everything about him. The way he walks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I like watching these winglets. I like going out and watching them in a pasture. Because you watch a horse in a pasture, you're going to see what he's naturally got, the way he moves, his motions and everything. And I love it.
Me too. I like that. I like watching them coats, watching them at the beginning and then watching the end of them when you finally got them going what they're supposed to be doing.
Well, wait until they have this mare and foal.
Yeah.
Now you're going to see something then, because you'll see these fillies or little stud coats walking with their mothers. That right there is a sight to see. And I'm glad to see that come back. And there was a few years they didn't have it.
Yeah.
So now, but they got it back. They got it going. Rob, I'll tell you what we're going to do.
All right.
We need a phone number for you to tell everybody how to get in touch with you. How are they going to build a bill if they don't know how to call you?
They can call us. The office number is 931-492-4517. And you can call. If we don't answer, just leave a message and we'll call you back. We're usually not there during the day. We're out on job sites, but we check our messages every evening.
I know you're dead. You got your dad out there bush hogging.
Yep.
Now you and him look so much alike.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to look like when you get old and gray?
I'm going to tell you what, I hope I'm a half a man that one man is.
I always wished I could live up to my dad too, because he was a man.
I fall short every day of that. So
I think we all do in some way.
Oh, yeah.
But mine, I look at my children, and to me, they have surpassed me. Now they really have. I'm so proud of them, because all of them have achieved about as much as I could ask them to achieve. Rob, I want to thank you for coming over and being on the show. Jerry, I want to thank you for getting him to.
Oh yeah.
And but remember, now you got to talk to him. If he's going to run an ad, you're going to have to do it. All right.
Okay, doke.
All right. See everybody at the celebration grounds very shortly, because that's where we're headed.
Yes, sir.
See you again in the morning.
good luck to everybody.
Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shifted to the right, shifted to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Ah, please start talking.